Family, praise the Most High today. Hallelujah. Praise the Most High today. Family, it's a gorgeous day here in the Carolinas, and it's one we're so glad to see. It's so good to be in the land of the living, having the opportunity to say praise Yahuwah today. The Most High Elohim. Yahuwah Sabaoth, the captain of heaven's armies, heaven and earthly armies. Hallelujah. We like to slide that in every chance we get because it's true. Hallelujah. I hope everyone else is well like myself and that you as well are able to get out and enjoy this day. Such a gorgeous day, family. Nice and mild. We do have a little wind stirring today. We hope and pray it don't affect our recording. We do have a great idea we want to share today. And it's one that we need to really ponder in our hearts and minds and search ourselves. And ask ourselves, where do I lie? On Yahuwah's side or the side of Hasatan? So that's what all of these ideas boil down to. Whose side are you on today? And whose side are you going to continue to stay on after you hear the truth? Are you going to say, nah, I'm going to keep shucking and jiving, keep playing this Christianity game, acting as if I really love the Most High? But as the text we heard yesterday, it wasn't in a recording. It was not the one about loving him with your mouth, but your heart is far from it, but a form of godliness. But don't observe his power, which is made to change. His power is given to us to change, to do the right thing. But we have a question to ask today. Truth or consequence? Truth or consequences? Truth or consequences? Uh-oh. Robert, that sounds a bit serious, because it is. Face the truth and change or suffer the consequence of your folly. Oh boy. Truth or Consequences, hosted by Ralph Edwards, was a popular radio and later TV show where the contestants had to answer trivia questions or face consequences. Oh boy. Face consequences. What's up, bro? And as we open up, face the truth and change or suffer the consequence of your folly. That's serious, Robert. And we looked at these words just to remind us of what they mean. We haven't heard them so long, or we don't really recognize them in this world system. And it's truth. The quality or state of being true. That which is true and in accordance with fact or reality. A fact or belief that is accepted as true. And consequence is another word we haven't heard as often as we should, because it's ignored. It's a result or effect of an action or condition, importance or relevance. And folly is another word we don't hear too often, and it means foolishness or unwise conduct, often implying a lack of judgment or foresight. It can also describe a foolish act or idea. And this is a statement the Most High gave me a week or so ago. Because you have refused to let my people go, I am ripping them out of your hands, just as I have ripped away your status as a leader of this world. Oh, he wanted to make sure we put that in parentheses, that it's nobody else that's doing this. He may use other folk to help, but it's him that's orchestrating it. As we started off, he's Yahuwah Sabaoth, the captain of heavens and earthly armies. So he'll use your own army to rip the kingdom out of your hand. And this was a question he gave me this morning. How long did you think I would allow you to drag my people and run over their heads? Forever? Uh-oh. Forever? Really? See, we had to pay the price for our disobedience. And then the Most High could open our prison doors and let us free and send us back home. But let's get into the meat of this idea. And it speaks on the prior Exodus where Pharaoh was bucking against the Most High. And we see that in Exodus 5, 1-9. Bricks without straw is the heading. And we find ourselves in a similar situation, family. After Moshe and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said, "This is what Yahuwah, the Elohim of Yasharah, says. Let my people go so that they may hold a festival to me in the wilderness." Pharaoh said, Who is Yahuwah, that I should obey him and let Yasharah go? I do not know Yahuwah, and I will not let Yasharah go. Uh-oh. That was a big mistake on the family. That was folly. He didn't even want to inquire of who Yahuwah was. But he knew that they was the Elohim of Yasharah. And he probably thought like this world system has been thinking now. Well, he hadn't done anything now up until this point. So we're going to continue on to drag him. As long as we can get away with it, pardon me, as long as we can get away with it, we're going to continue to let status quo be status quo. This is for all the marbles. Then they said, the Elohim of the Hebrews has met with us. Now let us take a 3-day journey into the wilderness to offer sacrifices to Yahuwah, our Elohim, or he may strike us with plagues or with the sword. But the king of Egypt said, Moses, Moshe, and Aaron, why are you taking the people away from their labor? Get back to your work. Oh boy. Then Pharaoh said, look, the people of the land are numerous, and you are stopping them from working. That same day, Pharaoh gave this order to the slave drivers and overseers in charge of the people. You are no longer to supply the people with straw for making bricks. Let them go and gather their own straw, but require them to make the same number of bricks as before. Don't reduce the quota. They are lazy. That is why they are crying out, let us go and sacrifice to our Elohim. Make the work harder for the people so that they keep working and pay no attention to lies. Family, we see Pharaoh's initial refusal here in the book of Exodus, which recounts that Moshe and Aaron spoke to Pharaoh, demanding the release of Yasharah to worship Yahuwah. Pharaoh initially resisted, refusing to acknowledge Yahuwah and denying Yasharah's freedom. See, that was his initial his initial reply, or his initial answer. But how many of us know he changed his tune? And to name another game show that they used to play back in the 70s and 80s, it was called Name That Tune. They would play 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 first notes of a song, and then you had to name the tune. Nice show. We used to love watching it. But Pharaoh changed his tune. He made the wrong guess. He made the wrong initial guess, family. Yes, he did. Plagues and relenting Pharaoh, driven by fear and the loss of his firstborn, ordered Yasharah to leave. Yeah, that was his second idea. He made the right decision. However, Pharaoh quickly regretted his decision and sent his army in pursuit of Yasharal, determined to bring them back to Egypt. Big mistake. The Reed Sea. In a miraculous event, Yahuwah parted the Reed Sea, allowing Yasharal to escape on dry ground. Pharaoh and his army was drowned when the sea returned to its normal state. So in the end, Pharaoh messed around and found out not to play true for consequences or true for consequence with the Elohim of Yasharal, Yahuwah. It was, I'm sure, his final thought, looking up from the Reed Sea, I should have faced the truth. This, as well as all the nations allied to this nation, are in the same shoes Pharaoh was wearing way back then. However, just as he refused to acknowledge the Most High Yahuwah, he is tearing them down one Elohim at a time as well. This system was built on white supremacy and has fallen and has been revealed exactly for what it has always been, a tool to hold the Most High's chosen people in bondage forever. However, the gig is up and it's time to pay the piper. Ask yourself if I'm willing to sacrifice my firstborn and all that I have to stay attached to this fallen system of slavery and oppression. I will face the truth or suffer the consequences. Oh boy. Yes, you will. As well as everybody else who chooses to stay attached to this system. But we say no more, it's over. And here's our answer to it all. And it's Psalm 66. Praise to Yahuwah for his awesome works is the heading. Make a joyful noise to Yahuwah, all the earth. Sing out the honor of his name. Make his praise glorious. Say to Yahuwah, how awesome are your works. Abba, how awesome are your works. Through the greatness of your power, your enemies shall submit themselves to you. And the earth shall worship, and all the earth shall worship you and sing praises to you. They shall sing praises to your name, Salah. All the earth. See, that's why it's funny to me when certain folks say that only Yasharal shall be saved. That's not true. It's not true. The Most High wants everybody to bow down and worship him. He made all the nations for his name's sake. Come and see the works of Yahuwah. He is awesome in his doing toward the sons of men. He turned the sea into dry land. They went through the river on foot. There we will rejoice in him, pardon me. He rules by his power forever. His eyes observe the nations. Do not let the rebellious exalt themselves, Salah. No, they're not going to exalt themselves any longer. It's over. As we said, the gig is up. Hallelujah. Oh, bless Yahuwah, you peoples, and make the voice of his praise to be heard, who keeps our soul among the living and does not allow our feet to be moved. For you, O Yahuwah, have tested us. You have refined us as silver is refined. Robert, how is silver refined? And how is gold refined? Oh boy, that's a good question. Through the fire. Through that fire. What nobody likes. Through them hard tests and trials that makes us. That brings out our character. That shows Yahuwah, oh yeah, they ready. And shows ourselves, oh yeah, I'm ready. Oh yeah, I'm ready. Just as this text says, for you, O Yahuwah, have tested us. You have refined us as silver is refined. Yeah, you know when you ready. You know when you've been through the waters and through the fire, which we're getting ahead of ourselves. You brought us into the net. You laid affliction on our backs. You have caused men to ride over our heads. We went through the fire. That's what I'm talking about. We went through the fire and through water but you brought us out to abundance, rich fulfillment, to a broad place, as one text says. I will go into your house with burnt offerings. I will pay you my vows, which my lips have uttered, and my mouth has spoken when I was in trouble. Yeah, them promises. We mentioned this in a prior recording not too long ago about being very careful about how you make vows to the Most High. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's best not to make a vow to him than to make one to him and don't keep it, because it's sin. It's just like you're basically lying to the Most High. And he says in the text, he hates a liar. I will offer you burnt sacrifices of fat animals with the sweet aroma of rams. I will offer bulls with goats, Selah. Come here, all you who fear Yahuwah, and I will declare what he has done for my soul. See, this is my heart's cry right here today. This is where he's brought me from. He's brought me through the water, through the fire, and I'm still here. I'm still showing up like he told me to show up. I'm still being obedient through all the hell and high water. I'm still doing my job. Hallelujah. I cried to him with my mouth, and he was extolled with my tongue. If I regard iniquity in my heart, Yahuwah will not hear. But certainly Yahuwah has heard me. He has attended to my voice, to the voice of my prayer. Blessed be Yahuwah, who has not turned away my prayer, nor his mercy from me. And as one text says, family, he has seen our oppression and heard our cry. And he's coming down to rescue his people. Hallelujah. He said, I myself will gather my people and take them back into the land that I gave their fathers as an inheritance. And the most important part for us all to remember, family, he's our great reward. He's our inheritance, as well as we are his inheritance, as the text also says. But hold on and trust the Most High. And for those that's in opposition to him, face the truth or suffer the consequences. Hallelujah. We already, see, this is how the Most High works, family. We as his chosen people have already faced our consequences for not facing the truth and embracing the truth of his word, or doing what he told us to do. So if you think he did us like he's done us the last 400, how do you think he's going to treat our enemies? The exact same, but 100 times worse. They're going into captivity. They're going to die by the sword. They're going to be sent off far away from their homeland into slavery. Their children are going to be sold into slavery just like ours was. But we say praise the Most High for it. We're excited about it. No, I'm not excited about seeing kids hurt and abused. But nobody was excited, but other folks was excited about seeing our kids hurt and abused. I say, let it be, Abba. Let it be. Get us up out of this hellhole. Family, we love you so much. Do stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom. Hallelujah.